Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Lovebirds Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson just announced some very exciting news. On Tuesday, the Bachelor star took to his Instagram story to reveal that he and his fiancée had reached another milestone in their relationship. "All right, Kels, what did we just do?" the season 33 Dancing with the Stars winner asked, as Kelsey replied, "We just moved into our new place." Joey let out an excited shriek as Kelsey giggled in the background. "It's a mess," Joey then admitted before explaining how they have no furniture, as Kelsey playfully tried to obstruct the camera. Despite their lack of furnishings, the tennis coach gushed, "We are very excited," as he leaned in to kiss Kelsey on the lips. "Officially LA residents," the 29-year-old ABC hunk penned atop the video, adding, "Help, we have no furniture." A lavish new LA abode isn't the only thing Joey has to be grateful for, as last week he was crowned the winner of the hit ABC dancing competition. He and his dance pro Jenna Johnson cha-cha-cha'd, samba'd, and Venice waltzed their way to the top and took home the famed Len Goodman Mirrorball Trophy. You agree you are 18 or over. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our knowledge of you. Unsubscribe at any time. More info. According to Joey, his experience on DWTS transformed his life in more ways than one. "I definitely got a little too thin quickly," he shared during an interview on the Lightweights podcast with Joe Volpius last month. The reality TV star noted that certain dance styles transformed him, particularly the jive. "We lost so much weight during that week because we were just kicking and flicking and doing so much." Same thing in the samba. "You have to move so much in those dances that my fiancée Kelsey Anderson is the one that tells you, she's like, 'You're looking pretty thin. I'm definitely getting cut, but I'm losing a lot of weight, and my size 32 pants, I need a 30 all of a sudden. It feels like, because I'm having to buckle it up so tight,"
worth
Joey
fighting
concluded.
for. The sun spilled across the Pacific Ocean like liquid gold, bathing Malibu's rocky shoreline in the kind of glow that only California could deliver. Joey Graziadei, former Bachelor and beloved fan favorite, stood barefoot in the sand, a ring of wildflowers in one hand and a camera tripod in the other. The tide rolled in behind him, lapping at the driftwood placed in a heart shape near the water. But Joey wasn't alone. Kelsey Anderson emerged from the beachfront cottage, her soft cotton dress dancing in the breeze, eyes wide with emotion. This wasn't just a random beach day. This was the one-year anniversary of their very first kiss. And today, they were going to mark it with something unforgettable. But as romantic as everything looked on the outside, there was a silent plea behind their smiles, one that fans would soon discover. From fantasy suite to reality. It had been over a year since Joey had whispered, "I choose you," during the Bachelor finale, a moment that had made hearts around the world melt. Their journey had been anything but easy. From tabloid rumors to social media scrutiny, they had battled every ounce of doubt and every skeptical fan comment. But they here stood, still together, still in love. "We wanted to make this moment personal," Kelsey said in a behind-the-scenes clip uploaded to her Instagram story. "No production team, no glam squad, just us and the ocean." Joey, ever the romantic, added, "I've never felt more sure of anything than I do with her. But we have a question for our fans, and we're a little nervous to ask." They laughed nervously, but neither elaborated. That's when the internet exploded. The video that changed everything. Hours after the beach celebration, Joey and Kelsey uploaded a video to their shared YouTube channel. It began with gentle ukulele music and aerial shots of the beach. Then, as the music faded, Joey spoke directly to the camera.
Today, we celebrate a huge milestone, 1 year together, stronger than ever. But we're also at a crossroads, and we need your help. Kelsey leaned in, eyes wide with emotion. We're ready for the next step, but that next step is unconventional, and it involves all of you. They paused. We want to travel the country, Joey said. We want to meet the people who made our love story possible, our fans. Kelsey continued. We want to get married somewhere unexpected, but we want you to choose the place. We'll document the journey, but we need help. Planning, connections, maybe even places to stay. The video ended with Joey saying, "This next chapter, we want to write it with you." Fans react. It took just minutes for #Joey and Kelsey Road to I Do to trend on X, formerly Twitter. Some fans were thrilled. They're giving us a bachelor wedding road trip. I am in. Others were skeptical. I love them, but is this a cry for attention or a real plea for help? And still others saw it as genius. Crowdsourcing a wedding tour? Honestly, brilliant. These two are rewriting reality TV romance. By the end of the day, the couple's inboxes were flooded with over 3,000 DMs offering wedding venues, road trip tips, homestays, florists, and even food trucks. But behind the scenes, things weren't as organized as they seemed. The private panic. Inside their Los Angeles apartment, Joey paced while Kelsey scrolled endlessly through the messages. "This is insane," Kelsey muttered. "We asked for help, and we got it, but now what?" Joey rubbed his temples. "We were supposed to hire a wedding planner, remember that? But then we said, let's make it meaningful, let's get the fans involved, and now we've got an inbox that could rival NASA's." They sat in silence for a moment. Then Kelsey whispered, "What if we can't pull this off? What if we disappoint everyone?" Joey kneeled in front of her. "Then we go back to basics. You and me, a dress, a suit, a cliffside. But I have a feeling the fans won't let us down." A plan emerges. 2 days later, they shared a second video titled, "You Chose Our Wedding Tour, Here's the Plan." It featured a map of the U.S. dotted with fan-suggested stops. Nashville, Tennessee, where a viewer offered her family's sunflower farm for a pre-wedding shoot. Sedona, Arizona, for a spiritual blessing from a local shaman who had been a fan since day one. New York City, for a rooftop engagement redo that fans thought deserved a more cinematic backdrop. Somewhere in Montana, for the actual ceremony, courtesy of a fan who owned a secluded ranch with breathtaking views. The couple's request had turned into a community mission. Bachelor Nation, influencers, and even a few former contestants pitched in, and slowly, Joey and Kelsey's wedding road trip began to take shape. The journey began. Their car was a gift, a custom-wrapped pink and blue camper van, courtesy of a fan-run travel company. On the side, in bold cursive, "Road to I Do with Joey and Kelsey." They kicked off the trip in San Diego with a fan meet and greet at a taco truck. Hundreds showed up, some with handmade signs, others with stories of how Joey and Kelsey's love gave them hope during breakups or hard times. "I cried watching your finale. It reminded me that good people still exist." Another fan, a single dad from Bakersfield, told them, "My daughter thinks you're a Disney couple, real-life Cinderella and Prince Charming." It was touching, but it was also a wake-up call. Trouble in paradise? By the time they reached Nashville, things weren't so picture-perfect. Kelsey was exhausted. Joey was behind on emails. The fan attention was beautiful, but also overwhelming. "We haven't had a real moment alone in days,"
Kelsey snapped as they climbed into the van one night. Joey signed. We asked for this. We asked for help planning a wedding, not to be followed 24/7. Silence fell between them. For the first time in months, the couple didn't fall asleep cuddling. The next morning, they posted nothing. Bachelor Nation noticed. Rumors fly. Within hours, gossip pages speculated everything from Joey and Kelsey split before the wedding to fan wedding tour gone wrong. Former Bachelor contestant Brooklyn even tweeted, "Hope they're okay. This is why weddings need privacy." But instead of hiding, Joey and Kelsey returned with another video, raw, unfiltered, and emotional. We hit a wall, Kelsey admitted, but love isn't about filters and perfect lighting. Joey added, this journey is real, and that means sometimes we argue, but we'd rather show you that than pretend we're perfect. The fans rallied behind them, even harder. The Montana moment. 3 weeks after they began the journey, the camper van pulled into a wide-open field in Montana. Wildflowers swayed in the breeze, mountains kissed the horizon, a homemade altar stood under a tree, decorated by local fans. Joey and Kelsey got dressed in the van. She wore a lace dress gifted by a small-town bridal boutique that had been saved from closure by Bachelor-inspired tourism. He wore a suit borrowed from a fan who had worn it to his own wedding 30 years earlier. As the sun dipped, Joey took Kelsey's hand. Their vows were spoken softly, with only a handful of fans, now family, around. Tears, laughter, a kiss that stopped time. They were married. The help that mattered. At the reception, held under string lights and a barn filled with homemade pies and Polaroids, Joey took the mic. This began as a plea for help, and what we got was love. From all of you. You helped us build something more than a wedding. You gave us a story worth telling our kids one day. Kelsey nodded, wiping a tear. This wasn't a road trip. This was a reminder that love, when shared, grows tenfold. They danced the night away with fans turned friends, surrounded by laughter, music, and the magic of a community who believed in them. As the journey isn't over. Back in Los Angeles, newly married and glowing, Joey and Kelsey reflected in a podcast episode. Do we recommend asking thousands of people to plan your wedding? Maybe not. But do we regret it? Not for a second. The fans who once watched their love story unfold on screen now felt like a real part of it. Joey and